bidora noneho uhita utayipingamo hano ku buryo hano hose haragaragara, sibyo?
Okay, as you see here, we have resolving inequations of the form of a1x plus b1 over a2x plus b2. That is less or equal, okay? That is greater or equal. That may be less or that may be greater to what? To 0. We solve each equation separately by equaling, okay? By equaling each by 0 by restriction of domain of function. What does it mean? As you see here, we have this form. We have numerator and even what? Denominator. What they are telling us is that even for numerator, you solve it alone. And even for denominator, you solve it alone. So that there is the general form of the sign, what of the sign is studied. Let us see the example here. Solve the inequality of this form. As you see here, we have a numerator, okay? And we have what? Denominator. But here, please, here there is no 0. Since we have the form of A over B, that must be greater to what? To 0. We're gonna first make this inequation in the form of A over B, that is greater to 0. Let us start now. We have a 3 minus x over what? X plus 2. Okay? Since we have 4 here, we are going to subtract by 4 on both what? On both sides? On side. This is the first side. We subtract it by 4. Okay? That is greater to what? To 4. And even the second side, we're going to subtract it by what? By 4. Then here we say by what? By 0. Then it is 3 minus x over x plus 2 minus what? 4. That is greater to what? To 0. Then we have this kind of fractional equation. This is a fractional equation. By the time we have inequality sign, it is fractional inequation. Okay? It is a fractional inequation. Here we're going to put denominator of what? Denominator of 1. Then we're going to find what you call LCM. LCM. How do we find the LCM? We find the LCM by doing multiplication of the denominators. This is the first denominator. This is another denominator. It means that our LCM is x plus 2 and even 1. That is equal to x plus what? Plus 2. Okay? What we are going to use this LCM. This LCM, we are going to multiply on both terms. Okay? Tugiye kuyikubisha LCM, tugiye kuyikubisha kuri terms zombi. This is the first term. This is another what? Another term. Just to stay having a linear inequation. We have what? 3 minus x times what? LCM over x plus 2 minus 4 with LCM. That must be greater to what? To 0. Okay? Good. Then what shall we have? Let's go. We have 3 minus x. We close with the LCM of x plus 2 over x plus what? Plus 2. Minus 4. We cross with the LCM of x plus what? Plus 2. That is equal to 0. Then the main purpose of multiplying by LCM, it is just cancelling the denominator. We cancel them, we eliminate the similar factors, then we stay by 3 minus x minus 4 is x plus 2, that is greater to what? To 0. We are going to remove the bracket, okay? We stay by 3 minus x minus 4x minus 4 is plus 2 is it? Minus 8, please. That is greater to 0. We collect what? Collect like term. Collect like terms. What shall we get now? We shall see that we have minus x minus 4 is minus x minus 4x is minus 5 what? X. Then minus 8 is 3. What is equal to? Minus 5. That must be greater to what? Remember that the form we are dealing with is A over B. That must be greater to 0. Then we stay by A, but there is no B. Okay? Since this B was the LCM, okay? Then it is minus 5x minus 5 over what? X plus 6. That is greater to what? To 0. This is the form we are going to solve for. This one up is A, this one down is B. Then, from this statement, they told us we solve each equation separately by equaling each by 0. By restriction. If we mean restriction, these are the what? These are the number that can make an equation to be undefined. It means that we first solve, we have A. Let us start with the first term of A that must be equal to 0, and even the second of x plus 2 or B that must be different from 0. It means that it is x plus 2 that must be different from 0, and even minus 5x minus 5 that must be equal to 0. What does these two mean? This denominator to be equal to 0 no matter what. Okay? But this denominator, if the denominator becomes 0, now your denominator ibaye 0. Umubare kugabanya 0 ntabwo bigira gute biba doesn't exist in the number of real numbers, in the set of real numbers. That's why our denominator must be different from what? From 0. We find that if the denominator becomes 0, it means that the inequation must be undefined. That's why here we make this denominator to be different from what? From 0. Then x must be different from minus what? Minus 2. This is the first law. Then here again, have a minus 5x minus 5. Okay, let us solve this. Must be equal to what? To 5. Both sides by minus 5. We simplify, then we say by x that must be equal to minus what? Minus 1. We are going to do what? Sine what? Sine study table. Okay? We have seen the general form of the sine study. Okay? The general form of sine study table, we start by x as the root. Okay? As we have seen for the previous compound inequalities, Okay? We have seen the number line. Okay? From the number line we have seen, yes, you follow. From the number line we have seen that the number line have the infinite number that are negative, and even the positive infinite number that are the positive. And here between we have the roots. The roots we have seen is -1 and even -2. And we have seen that when we are arranging in this table, we start by the what? The smaller one to the bigger one. Between these two roots, which one among these two is small? Which one is big? The smaller one is it? -2. We start by -2. Okay. We started by -, and we go ahead with -1. Is it clear? Yes, fine. Then we're going to start with the first factor. The first factor is n. Is it? -5x minus what? Okay. This is the first law, the first factor. Then the other factor is b.